Ah, crap. Here we go. My grade has definitely helped. I've also accidentally graded everything down here towards the fence line, so it's all pooling here in the corner. I'm doing my best to get rid of that extra water. So far I've pulled out about 60 gallons, 65. You can see we got a little bit of water here that's just touching the house.
Then the rain picked up, dumping 1.5 inches over 24 hours. It was coming too fast for me to both film and protect the house. I chose the latter.
This isn't as bad as it was yesterday. Still more than I was expecting. We ended up with a sort of atmospheric river. A little surprised by that, the amount of rain we got. We've got a little bit left of this storm, but most of it should be gone by now. So right now, mostly we're just trying to accelerate the drying process so that hopefully we can get back to work, because I can't really grate it with it so soft. I'm trying to make it flat and just put a big footprint in it. I lost track of how many gallons. I was trying to be cute and see if I can figure out how many 5-gallon buckets I moved. But I lost count, somewhere around 200. I have a feeling it was more like 3 to 4. 400 gallons, I mean. When we were pulling out the concrete, I couldn't help but notice how wet everything was underneath it already. We've hardly had any rain this year, so it just seems like probably just never dried under here. It was probably just always wet, being on the north side of the building. Needed a chocolate river that would have given Willy Wonka a run for his money. We had already dug this drain, but it was, the water was getting stuck coming down, so I ended up having to dig out some more of it so that the water would flow away from the house. We were starting to get flooded over in this low point over here. And then I ended up needing to dig out a separate trench to kind of connect that area with this footing that we dug out from the concrete pad. And I even had to extend that further to prevent that from flooding. Thankfully, I was able to stay on top of it. Just took almost 6 hours of continuous work. We're really happy when all of this dirt is graded and I don't have to do this ever again. You can see how important it is to not leave bare soil in your backyard, though. I mean, all this gravel did great. All of the compost and everything in the front yard and the garden did great. It's just mud. can't handle it. We have a very clayey soil, and it'll absorb a lot of water, but it's very slow to absorb it. So these pools that we create, like, they're great for holding the water, but it takes kind of a long time, and the rain was just coming too fast. But once we get the gravel and all that stuff down like we plan, it'll soak up so much of this water, and we'll be able to recharge our groundwater, which is great.
All right, it's the end of November here at the Tehus, so we're gonna get our garlic in the ground. Last year we grew garlic, it was our first year, and we grew these that we saved. This is German Extra Hardy, so we're gonna plant those, and then we have another hardneck we're trying this year, which is Chestnut Red. How big that is, giant. And then softneck, it's our first time growing softneck. This is Nootka Rose. We're planting the garlic in this bed where we currently have brassicas. We're hoping to harvest the brassicas before the spring when the garlic actually pops up. That way the garlic won't be shaded out and we can reuse this bed. We are getting some pest damage on these brassicas, but we haven't been able to find any pests. We've come out different times of day looking to see if we can find any cabbage moth worms, which are, according to the internet, the common pest for these, but we haven't been able to find any. So if you've got any other ideas of what might be eating our food, let us know. All right, so first we're gonna get the bed weeded, thin out some of this volunteer dill we have, although our kid likes to eat the dill, so we might just need to save it for him. Maybe we could make some pickled green beans with it. And then get the garlic in the ground. This one's looking teeny. We've got little baby broccoli crowns starting though. And the Napa cabbage is starting to head up, which is really nice to see. We've grown cauliflower and broccoli before, but never a cabbage. So that'll be cool. I'm gonna make a big batch of kimchi. Big one. Planting them about 6 inches apart and about 2 inches deep. I find garlic to be very satisfying to grow, probably because we use quite a lot of it. Getting it tucked into the soil right on time for a winter nap just feels good. It's a simple task to check off the to-do list with benefits we'll feel or taste every day for months. After that quick breather though, we've got some big plans starting this weekend before the next storm moves in. Winter is coming.